your day been, man? Had a good day? Yeah,
Yeah,
been
good.
going good. Yeah. Cracking open. Got a little Sagamore Spirit here. We'll yeah, hang out for have a sip and get warmed up a little bit. Maybe some folks will join with us. Let's see. So, well, first, welcome back to Birdies and Bourbon. We're winding down the year here, man. Hey,
Yes, sir.
First glass today. I promise.
Big sip, big sip.
Big sip. Oh, look at that! Getting must be got a little Christmas edition, a little holiday spirit. Hey,
Little holiday spirit, little Clark W. Griswold Jr.
little
Yeah, this is a little thing here. For those on the pod, I'm holding up my little glass today for the holiday episode, and it is a glass I got from my sister a couple of years ago of the Moosehead.
Oh yeah,
the little Moosehead from the Christmas vacation. Yeah.
Christmas vacation. Yeah. So since you're going there, so we are bringing you a holiday edition, if you will. And so we'll talk a little bit of golf. Had some pretty exciting things happen over the weekend. 3 golf tournaments, actually. Well, one of them finished up today. But probably get into a little bit of a gift review, talk about some of the things that we've featured on the show this year, and obviously friends of the show. We'll talk about some things that maybe they are not friends of the show yet, or they don't know that they're friends of the show yet.
Oh.
Let's see. I'm drinking this double oak from Sagamore Spirit. Probably going to dig into that a little more, man. That baby was good. Had a great time chatting with those guys. Probably talk, getting in the holiday spirit. If you're going to be traveling or not traveling, it's probably going to be the latter for most of us, I would imagine. But maybe talk a little music, a little movie. I know one of Dan's favorites is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. both song and movie. Can't get enough of those.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it should be fun. Yeah, we won't keep you guys too long. Thought we'd just jump on we got a couple of more shows coming up before the end of the year. But
we got a packed schedule. We got a packed schedule towards the end of the year.
Yeah, and I mean, we are going to hit the ground running in January, man. I mean, we are full up. So excited about that. Glad I got this liver good and seasoned.
Yeah.
Have to keep it trained over the holidays. That shouldn't be a problem. Let's see. So, well, let's head overseas. So, congratulations to Lee Westwood. He won the race to Dubai. So, I think Lee's 46, 47 years old. So, it's good to see
47. Yeah.
47. Yeah. Still got it in the tank, man. So, that's great to see Lee pull that one on. He, his girlfriend is actually his caddy.
Yeah.
So pretty neat. I was reading about that over the weekend. That's a pretty neat story there.
So that's the European version of the FedEx Cup, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. So congrats to Matt Fitzpatrick. He's the one that closed out the tournament. So he's the Xander of the year over there, right?
he's the Xander. Yeah, he wins the tournament, but he doesn't win the year-long race. And I tell you what, man. Come on, P. Reed. I thought, dude. I mean, he had it in the bag. Well, let me rephrase that. It was his tournament to lose.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he just got in trouble off the tee, man. But didn't he chip in like 3 times or something ridiculous?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like, good Lord, Pat. Just something off the tee. Something off the tee. Come on, Kez, tighten him up, man. Tighten him up. But hey, no doubt. I mean, still played all in all. I mean, for the entire tournament, I think he came in T7, maybe T3, T7.
I think it was T3. I think it was
T3.
I think so.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was exciting. So they snuck another golf tournament in on us. What, the QBE
Shootout?
The Shootout. They were down in South Florida. So congrats to Kuch and Harris English. I think they've won this thing before, haven't they?
Yes, this is their 3rd time winning it. So they won it in 2013 and 2016. The American duo combined to shoot a tournament record 37 under, breaking their 2013 record by 3 strokes in the 3-day 54-hole 12-team event. Yeah, down in Naples. Yep, very cool for them. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. Had a good crowd. Kevin Na, I think, what on Thursday or Friday. I mean, that dude was like a putting machine. I didn't think anybody was going to. Well, nobody kept up with him putting, that's for sure. But
Yeah,
they just couldn't. Cooch and English, man, those guys just took it and run with it. So
yeah.
had a little a first time major winner on the LPGA tour.
I
So
know.
yeah, so
Yeah.
Alim Kim, congratulations on winning the U.S. Open.
Very cool.
It's a pretty good story. I guess some inclement weather on Sunday, so they moved it, finished up on Monday. That was pretty awesome. Christy Kerr, so she'll be coming
Mhm.
on, I think, in February, talking about Kerr Sellers. But
Oh,
man,
very cool.
she was storylined everywhere with that thing. I guess she had a golf cart accident last
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
Kind of swerved to miss another golf cart or let somebody by or something, and hit some kind of a beam or a post or something. I guess threw her out of the golf cart, bruised her ribs, whatnot. And she's a U.S. Open champion. I think she was 27th. I don't know if it was standalone or not, but yeah, still good. I think it said she was the oldest lady out there over the weekend. So good to see her and coming in strong at an event she's won in the past. So I thought the golf course played. I thought it was good. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now we're on pause until Hawaii, I guess, man. We well, I'm going to play some golf, but there won't no betting. We'll have to find something else to bet on between now and then, I guess, huh?
Yeah, we got football, of course. We can put some capital down on that. But in terms of golf, yeah, not until the Century, right? Century Champions Tournament in Hawaii. So looking forward to that. That's usually a pretty good turnout. So I think all your big boys will be back there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so should be a good. Have to go back and do a little bit of research on those on the vacation tournament winners. So
Well, this is a bigger. Yeah. I know what you're saying.
I know, but it's still yes,
Mm.
bigger for sure. I don't know. Hey, does Hovland? I mean,
Well, I think you're going to see like DJ and Rory. I think you'll probably see all those boys. Tiger might. I don't know. I'm not sure if he'll go there or not. But you'll see a bunch of guys there. So it's not like your Pat Perez Classic. Where it's not that kind of one. Yeah,
exactly.
But yeah, that's going to be exciting. And then once we get to Hawaii, I mean, I'm going to be like so juiced because it's only like I don't know 8 weeks until you get the players coming up.
I know, man. It's going to be crazy. Yeah, and then shortly a couple weeks after, then you got the Masters. So it's like good Lord, we
get a little spoiled here. It's kind of a slingshot approach to this thing for sure.
Yeah. I know. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna have another pod. We're taping this one. What's today? The 14th or something? 17th?
Yeah, the 14th.
14th. Yeah. So we'll do another one next Monday, probably with some predictions, for next year in terms of golf. Like who do we think is going to be Player of the Year, all that kind of stuff. So we'll get into that next week. But today we want to focus on the holiday stuff. So, Cal, first off, cocktail wise, favorite holiday cocktails?
Favorite holiday cocktails. Well, I mean, you can never go wrong with bourbon neat. I mean that's a must. That's a must.
Here we go.
No, but interestingly enough, I mean, it's time to get into some of the Manhattan's rise. Definitely some of the. I like that glass, Dan. I'm drinking out of my neat glass, by the way. Did you get your neat glass yet?
No. Somebody hasn't sold it. Somebody hasn't sent it to me yet.
It's on its way. Let's see. So, I mean, I'm pretty simple when it comes to cocktails, but again, kind of a rye Manhattan, a rye old fashioned. So getting into kind of some of the smokier, little heavier drinking, bourbons, a little higher proof, Midwinter Night's Dram. Although I don't like to mix it often, but it makes a great Manhattan. If you can find it. This double oak is gonna dash. Man, I should have whipped one up for the show. I'm definitely going this double oak in a Manhattan. It's gonna be great. Let me tell you what else is gonna be great is when we actually start traveling again and we can get back on our Manhattan reviews. Now that is gonna be where to find the best Manhattan in the world.
Yes.
Let's see what else.
It's Cal's Yeti.
Exactly. I don't know how people feel about rumple mints, but I'm okay to break out a little rumple mints every now and then, and do a little mixing with that.
We had some great cocktails with Annie.
We did have some great cocktails with Annie. And as we mentioned on that show, so you should, definitely check her out. So Annie Lou, and she's sending you I guess a prepackaged cocktail kit. So I was actually on her website yesterday. I was checking out what she had. I'm going to order some as gifts for some folks.
Oh, cool.
To have it sent to them. And, I've got some folks that maybe cocktail challenge like myself, that's, hey, if it's got more than 2 or 3 ingredients in it, or if it's, she had like the chai, it's like a chai tea syrup that she already had. It was infused. So it kind of makes it a little bit easier when it's, when you're not having to do it all, create the actual, the syrups and such, or dehydrate the fruit, et cetera. So check out Annie Lou, makes a great gifts there, or, just get it for yourself selfishly and, experiment with some cocktails, see what you like. And then if you like it, then you can kind of batch some up your own. She was pretty open as far as sharing recipes and things like that.
Oh, they're posted on there for free. Yeah.
So I mean, you can, give it a try if you like it, that way, you're not spending the money on something that you may or may not want. But yeah, I thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, she had some really cool holiday ones that we were thinking would be great for like Christmas or Thanksgiving, and they're very creative and very cool. Yeah, and then you can order, like you said. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what else I like? And this is one of those love or hate, I think, for people is, I like eggnog.
Okay, I thought you were going to go there.
A good spiked eggnog. I actually, usually I do make some, make it homemade. I mean, that Evan Williams, now, if you don't want to make it and you just want to buy it off the shelf, that Evan Williams eggnog is damn good.
Yeah.
I haven't experimented with many. I'm sure there's other brands that make it, or other labels, that are making that eggnog expression. But yeah, and it's kind of like Thanksgiving dinner, right? It's like, well, if it's that damn good, why don't you eat it? Why aren't you eating it all the time? And it's like, I don't know. It just kind of says Christmas, and although it's not really that cold for us, it's definitely as the season change and winter kind of sets in. So, yeah, I love you like eggnog?
I do. Yeah, I was thinking about when you talked about it that we had Clearwater on like a couple of weeks ago, and he was teasing some eggnog he was going to be doing this coming year.
Yeah,
so I think we're supposed to talk about that with him in like April or May or something. Like he'll have like kind of started, and there's a whole process to how you keep it refrigerated or whatnot throughout the year so that you can sell it at Christmas or whatnot.
Oh yeah, springtime. That's a great time to crack open a bottle of eggnog.
Back nine. That's a back nine drink.
Oh yeah. So I mean, damn it. I wish I would have gone to my friend's bottle shop and picked up. That's what I should. Next Monday, you bet your ass, I'm going to be sipping on some eggnog.
You have the Evan Williams there, aren't
you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think it's the green label, but yeah, that stuff it's damn tasty, man. I like that stuff. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna this double oak. If I don't drink it all, I may experiment with that in a little homemade mixture.
We haven't released that show yet, but that was a fun show, that Sagamore. Yeah,
that was a great show, man. And that's and for those of you that haven't tried, so again, this is the double oak. We tried a few of their expressions. We tried the so just their flagship rye,
Manhattan.
We had the Manhattan finish rye, and then we had the cast strength rye,
and then
the double, and they were all good. But this double oak, man, I can't get enough of that stuff. This is, I tell you what, if you're looking for Elijah Craig toasted barrel and you can't find it, bingo, this is it. And so that's another. So I wanted to chat a little bit about. So when it comes time for Christmas or Hanukkah, whatever you're celebrating for the holidays, even if you don't celebrate anything and you just want to get somebody a gift. How about that?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, so for me, I mean, if for those of you that are listening and not watching, I mean, you can kind of look on the shelf back here, and I'm not going to bore you with reading through all the labels, but it's like, well, shit, how do I buy that guy what's something that's easy that I could get him? And,
Yep.
and you look and you're like, okay, well, what direction? I'm like, how am I going to pick a bottle of booze out for that
We
guy?
get the question all the time
All the
on,
time.
on Insta or Twitter or whatever. We're getting it all the time. Where should I start?
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, what do I get this guy? Like, so
Yeah.
a lady wrote me last week and she said, hey, I got my boss a bottle of wine last year. I think he's more of a bourbon guy though. What bourbon should I get him? And I steered her in two directions, right? One, I said Sagamore Double Oak. And the other one I said was Penelope Rosé Cask Finish.
Mm.
And the reason I went there is,
can you find that one around? I guess you can get it on Seal Box probably. Right?
You go to Seal Box, right? So you can order it and have it shipped to you if you can't find it in your store. But here's the thing. So some of these, so Sagamore Spirit, while it's not new per se, I think when did they started open? 2015 they opened up. So it's not it's not the Jack Daniels or a Heaven Hill. And don't get me wrong, I got plenty of those bottles on the shelf. But most bourbon drinkers or spirit drinkers, I mean, they're creatures of habit, alcohol drinkers for that matter. And it's hey, I drink Evan Williams, I drink Four Roses, I drink Wild Turkey, I drink Budweiser, I drink Bud Light.
But
I mean, you kind of get stuck in a path, and you find something that you like, and because a bottle of whiskey, generally speaking, isn't cheap. And it's like, well, I'm just going to stick with what you know. So it's I find it fun for somebody to gift me a bottle of booze, because it may be something that I wouldn't buy myself. Now, again, with the show and everything, I mean, there's not much that I won't buy or try. But if I'm buying it,
I'm sure the show's what did that.
I gotta blame something, dude. I gotta blame something. But I mean, it's fun to go in and go into the liquor store and ask the owners, like, hey man, what's new? Something else that's fun to do is, do you have any store picks, especially if it's somebody that doesn't live in your area? Yeah. I mean, that's a great way. It's like, hey, I know that, this person drinks, they love Wild Turkey, any Wild Turkey store picks. They like Bullet, you get Bullet store picks, whatever it may be. And again, it's something that's unique that they're not going to be able to find. And you could still stay within their flavor profile. For me, it's finding things like Chattanooga whiskey, ASW, Sagamore, Penelope, Hope Springs, right? If you want to go the gin route, you can take that avenue too. I'm sure I left some people out, but again, just talk with depending on where you live and where you're shopping. I mean, ask folks what's new, where it's at. Hell, it's a free bottle of booze, and if they don't like it,
just give it back. Just give it back.
Yeah, right, exactly. Give it back. Mix it with a Coke. You can do something with them. You can make something up. But that's a good kind of avenue in, like, I don't want to get you the same bottle of Jack Daniels that I've got you every year after that, or if there's limited releases or something like that that's coming out. And again, if some folks are very are very disciplined in, hey, this is what I drink and I don't drink anything else. You walk in, hey, have you got this? You don't have it, then I'm walking out. Well, it's a good way to help people expand their palate, because there really are, especially with all the craft distilleries, who Black Button, Still Austin. I mean, there's just a ton of Catoctin Creek. I mean, there's so many things we could just keep going down the list, and you don't have to stick to those labels or staples anymore. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, we talked to Wes on the show, and he said, his was the Woodford Reserve Double Oak was his go-to. But the one you're drinking right there, that Double Oak there, is probably something that he would love to try. Probably doesn't know it's out there. I don't know if that's in Georgia or not.
Sagamore, it is in Georgia. I don't know if the Double Oak is.
Right.
The label in itself is, but they've got so many. So many different finishes.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to somebody the other day on the gram, and they were looking for it was one of our North Carolina people, and they were looking for Angels Envy rye, I think. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Yeah, very allocated, right? Or where it's not available everywhere. I said, well, don't go waste your time driving all around, North Carolina looking for that. Go get yourself some, High West double rye, and
Yeah,
it's good,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, save yourself some money, and it's going to be just as good. Now, the other ones are going to be fun to try if you could find it. He was no way he was going to find that day.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so the bourbon snob. So he actually shared some of these glasses with us, and we're actually doing we're doing Instagram live on Wednesday, I think around 8 o'clock. I'll put a post up on Instagram and make sure everybody knows. But so we're going to do the Hulling Station wheat whiskey side by side with Weller 12. So the Hulling Station, and I mean, that stuff is damn good, man. If I didn't know better, I would say that it is I would think it was finished in a honey barrel. It is, it's amazing. I packaged them up for you, by the way. You'll probably get it when you get your neat glass.
Can't wait. I can't wait till July next year.
But yeah, so, and again, I probably never would have picked Hulling Station up. So it's Old Dominick Distillery. I think Alex, the master distiller there, is coming on with us sometime in January or February, first quarter. And, I probably wouldn't have found it on the shelf. I mean, eventually I guess I would have, but it was from a suggestion from a friend of the show. And, I would say I'd be embarrassed to hold that bottle up. I wouldn't, but I'm having to really, really stay away from it. So I've got some more to drink on Wednesday. It's that Hulling Station wheat whiskey. So if somebody likes Weller and you can't find it, this Hulling Station is an absolute, it's a must try regardless, in my opinion. But it is straight up honey barrel, man. It's crazy good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy
Perfect.
good.
Perfect.
Let's see. So I know we're kind of talking about gifting
booze right now. Yeah.
Gifting booze. Yeah. So, a few of the other things, if you've got a golfer on the list and they've been using that old raggedy rangefinder, they lost it or something. Our friends at Blue Tees. Hey, we're having a giveaway too. I don't know if you knew that or not, Dan. We're giving away some things. So we do have an offering from Blue Tees. They're going to provide a rangefinder for our raffle. So that's going to be some lucky winners. Not going to have to go and buy one. But, I've used Bushnell, Loophole. I bought I can't try to think of the green one. I can't remember what the name of that one is. Anyway, but I got this one earlier in the year. And so far, I mean, and I've still got the other ones in my closet, but so far this Blue Tees is my favorite that I've played with yet. I mean, it's got slope, it vibrates, it locks on the target. It's a fantastic piece, man. So that's a good idea. If somebody needs an upgrade on their rangefinder. Do you even have a rangefinder, Dan?
Yeah, it's called the Cal.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Hey, so you're going to get to people on the pod here. Just talk a little more about how do they enter the contest?
Oh, enter in the contest. Well, so you find us on Instagram at Birdies_Bourbon. And, I don't know how many gifts we've got in there. I mean, we've got rag proper flasks. That's going in there. And by the way, I'll talk about that in a second. That is
right. Yeah. That's a great gift.
That's sick right there, man. Yeah. We got a Birdies and Bourbon neat glass that's engraved. So it'll be just like this little guy. I don't know.
Why is Dan scratched out on the one in the box there?
That must have been quality control when they shipped that out. Yeah. I think they put the wrong name or something on there, but, yeah, so it's really easy. I mean, there's no crazy shit that we're asking you to do, but there's a great community of bespoke golf companies that are out there. Pioneer Golf, they're going to be sending us some stuff. We got some alignment sticks coming in from those guys. But all we're asking you to do is like our post, follow our page, and go and follow and like the other brands that donated something. So we're going to start doing this probably once a quarter. And will be multiple items, friends on the show. You got a bottle of Weller Special Reserve with it too, man. So if you can't find Weller in your area, or it's the secondary is just priced outrageously high, this costs nothing. It's a click and a like and a follow, and we're going to randomly draw on January the 1st. So kind of keep the giving going through the new year. Start 2021 off with a bang.
Nice. Yeah, that's a great giveaway. So we're glad to do that, and like you said, try to do it a couple times a year at least, for sure. Yep.
Yeah. God, let me tell you, this is, other than a lot of whiskey that we've received this year. So let me tell you the story, and I'll make it quick, kind of, about Rag Proper Flask. I mean, so this guy started, and by the way, if you haven't listened to the pod, I think it dropped last week or so.
It was like a couple of weeks ago. It was just before Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Okay. We had a great time.
He was good. Yeah.
We definitely drink a lot in a short period of time. So it's somewhat entertaining. It's humorous. Let me put it that way. But yeah, out of
one of these days, we might tell the entire story.
Exactly. But so the dude got this thing kickstarted on Kickstarter. I went and looked at it, it popped up in my mailbox, and I'm like, well, that's cute, whatever. And I was playing golf with a dude, and I saw it, and I'm like, shit, I got to get one of those. So I go to, I think by this time he was off of Kickstarter, and they had a landing page, which was ragproper.com. And it said, click here to buy. And then, of course, you get the, sorry, we're all sold out. So I don't know how long I waited, months for sure.
Yeah.
And I bought it myself. A lot of the things that we get on the show, people, they push them to us. And it's like, hey, review it, take it, play with it, tell people if you like it or don't like it, kind of,
right.
To help people out. I bought the Rag Proper Flask. I bought the set. I bought the big one and the little one. And, and we, I don't want to say we hounded the dude, but we were, yeah, right. But we were desperate to get Connor on the show to talk about this thing. This is, if you get somebody this for Christmas, you're going to blow their mind, and this is the best gift that they will have received, unless you get them like a vacation home in Beaver Creek or something. But these flasks are absolutely amazing. They're glass, but say they're unbreakable. I keep it in the golf bag. It hasn't broken yet. So those things are friggin' awesome, man. I love that. That is the best find for me in 2020.
Wow, that's your product placement or product of the year, huh?
That is
Rag Proper Flask.
Rag Proper Flask. That's my product of the year.
I need DraftKings odds that it's going to go 2 for 2. It's going to be your favorite next year too.
Well, I got two sizes.
Okay,
this is the small one. I'm gonna talk about the big one next year. Big sip. It's hard to take a big sip if you don't have a big flask.
There you go. It's a really nice flask. The stitching on it is great. Great company, great story. It's a newer company. I've been around that long, but wow, it is striking for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is not your silver flask that you get,
No, and I mean and the liquor tastes better. Not that any liquor ever tastes bad, but I mean, everybody's drank out of a flask before. And I don't even know if it's the liquor, actually. It's more it's, when your lips hit the stainless, and you get kind of that I don't know. You get that metallic taste.
Yeah.
And,
exactly.
it happens, right? I mean,
like, how long can it stay in there? Will it not be good after a while with glass? No worry.
Well, it's definitely going to turn. I mean, if you're buying, if you're buying friggin', $10 plastic jug off the bottom, McIver's, then McClure's. If you're buying McClure's, you probably want the stainless steel to rub off on it, so it tastes better. But point. I mean, if you're drinking something like this, or any of those other bottles that I mentioned earlier, and you're paying, whatever it is, $50 plus. I mean, you want it to taste like what it tastes like. And I mean, this is so sweet. And giving one of these away on the show too. And it is the, I'm pretty sure it's the leather one that we're giving away on the show. So
very cool.
Yeah. Really awesome, man. But yeah, I mean, this is like, wedding, let's see,
It's
graduation.
a better wedding or graduation one than maybe I got for those type of things. Because we've all gotten them, right? We've all given them and gotten them, and it's like this is a different caliber for sure.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, and you can buy, you could buy a stainless flask for just as much as this thing costs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like, oh shit, well, of course it's nice. It's like 10 times as much. And it's like, no, not really. I mean, it's pretty much the same. Yeah. Fantastic. It's like anytime gift, man. Anytime.
Yeah.
Let's see. Have you put yours into use yet?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Perfect. I like that thing. Yeah. Let's see. We got some other things we can talk about. I mean, obviously, we talked a little about Seal Box earlier.
I want to talk about this neat glass, but
the neat glass.
But I know. Don't you need to go to the bathroom or something?
Gonna make jealous. Gonna make me jealous.
I don't want you getting sour.
Get that twitch back.
Yeah. So again, so thanks to the Bourbon Snob for sharing with us. So reached out, said, hey, I was probably drinking out of a Glencairn at the time.
Yep.
And actually I was drinking out of a Canadian Glencairn. And don't get me wrong, I still like them. And here's something that I find fun is to take the same whiskey and pour it in different glass and drink it out of different glasses. So instead of comparing a bourbon, or whiskey, I'm comparing the same juice just out of a different glass. And am I getting kind of different notes and what's happening? So I've really become a fan of the neat glass. I was on with the Bourbon Snob the other night, and they've released a new edition. So I'm jealous.
Oh, they have. Oh yeah. No.
So the new one, it's got a little base on it. So you can kind of get your, if you had too many big sips, you can, it's got a
kind of grip on there.
Oh yeah. That way you can kick it up a little higher. Big sip.
I like that one. I'm sure the other one, I know what you're talking about. It's probably like the wine glasses, how they have that without the stem, and they got the stem
pretty
to
much.
it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very cool. I'm sure the new one's really cool, but I still like that one for sure.
Yeah. This Sagamore, I mean, I'm getting like this honey. It is so damn tasty. I
forgot to say this is the time of year, guys. So we're gonna get into like the holiday season. We're talking about gifts and spirits and all that. Cal gets really Bubba Gump this time of year where it's like, well, what do you like for the holidays?
Well, I like bourbon pecan pie. I like bourbon and eggnog. I like to glaze my ham with bourbon. I like bourbon in my coffee. I pretty much like bourbon with everything.
You could take bourbon on the course. You could take it.
I like bourbon out of a flask. I like bourbon in my neat glass.
I like cherry soaked bourbon.
I like to soak my cherries in bourbon from a Manhattan.
It's so true. It's so true.
I mean, it is. It's like it just. This is not a downer, but it is kind of a bummer though. It makes me drink more right now because just you can't go and see people and family isn't going to be getting together.
Yeah.
So you know what? So get if you're gifting somebody, get them 2 bottles of bourbon. They're going to need it. One for you and one for them.
It's like getting just one dog. It's like we got to get 2 to have somebody to share with,
Exactly. Well,
not share.
Don't get me started on this dog shit. that damn Dixie. That thing is. Good Lord. I think I have found a trainer though. Somebody send her to get a little bird action. So that's what you know what Dixie's getting for Christmas? Dixie is getting a trip to the bird dog trainer.
Oh, speaking of another great gift idea, we talked about this, and we were talking about this with the Local 3 a week ago, and they'll be releasing here in a couple of weeks or another week or so. And he had a great idea. He's like, okay, would you like another club or a lesson?
I can tell you what I need and what I should pick, and it ain't another club because I've got all kinds of damn golf clubs. But yeah, you nailed it, and and our friends at ATL Fusion Tattersaw Golf is a great way to be able to get the golfer in your life, he or she. Adult or child, a great way to introduce them to golf. And if you're not in Atlanta, don't worry about it. It's fine. They've got the virtual setup ready to go. So And I mean, especially if it's a kid, I would imagine that a kid
Oh yeah.
or a youth, I should
Yeah.
say, they would probably prefer a virtual lesson. You know, it's
I
like,
think it'd be so cool.
yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, ATL Fusion. Check out our guy John Tattersall. Yeah, he would love to chat with you, and would be a great. And here's the other thing too. You know, it's like, hey Dan, you taking a lesson? It's like, I don't need no damn lesson. It's like you actually do, because you suck at golf. Actually, you're going to need more than one lesson. You need a bunch. But I mean, for a lot of us golfers, you know, that amateurs out here, that we're kind of self-taught, and we just, you know, it's like, you know, does my ego get in the way of me going and taking a lesson? The other thing is, am I embarrassed to go take a lesson because I am so damn bad?
Exactly.
That it's kind of so. This might be a way to encourage, to help someone get a little better at a sport that they really like. And I mean, that's something that a lot of, and you know, golf lessons aren't that expensive.
No, I don't think
People,
so.
I think people think that they are, but I mean, you can pretty, and I'm not speaking for ATL Fusion. You can go on their website and find all their stuff. But I mean, generally speaking, I mean, you can get a lesson for less than $100.
Yeah.
So it's substantial enough that it's a, you know, it's a meaningful gift. It's thoughtful, and it's progressive in the sense that you're helping someone to get better. So
Exactly. It's a great
I mean,
idea.
I would
Yeah.
love for someone to get to buy me. Are you dropping hints there, Dan? Do you, I
Yeah, I
got
want
some,
you to get me a
have I
virtual
got
lesson.
have I got something coming in the mail?
You get the bill for my lesson.
Oh yeah, perfect. Exactly. Yeah,
Oh, let's see.
wrong
So another
address.
one, we had a great author on the show.
Oh, we did. We did. Yeah, the W.M. Brown Project, Mr. Matt Horanick. Yeah, he actually wrote me that next day, and he said, "Well, shit, that was fun." I'm
Yeah.
like, I said, "Well, so I put him to the Pepsi challenge." I said, "Let's see how much fun it was." I said, "Let's book you again in February." He said, "Send it over." So that's going to
Nice.
be fun. Yeah, we'll be able to kind of dig into the W.M. Brown Project a little bit more with him. And, you know, it's so we talked about A Man in His Car because that's his
Mhm.
recent release. And I missed him. He was just in Atlanta signing at Sid Mashburn's.
Yeah.
I would have they had Negronis already bottled up. I
Oh,
know. I'm like, damn
man.
it. And now he could have just been cheaping out because he's like, hey, you're going to be around. I've got your book for you. And I'm like, oh, man, I'm going to be out of town. He's like, okay, I'll mail the damn thing then.
No, I don't think he was. I think he wanted you to come out and hang out. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Well,
wasn't,
hey, he won't make that mistake. I mean,
no,
not after the first meeting.
it's true. It's true. I might have tripped you on purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Cal,
No,
we need you to go do an event over here.
right. I thought I saw you in Atlanta last weekend, over the weekend. No, but yeah, we had a great time. There's some great stories with
Oh
Matt.
man. Yeah.
And I mean, it's like everything from smoking weed with Costner to
Mhm.
hey, to running around with Jay Leno.
Kiss the ring. to
Uh,
outside Dante's. Hey guys, thanks for the coffee.
mm. Speaking of, so the counselor called me the other night.
Oh, did he?
And yeah, and he had some oddly enough, the counselor had questions about cooking snails. He definitely fucked him up.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, so moving forward, he's like, "Oh shit, you know the dude that you were talking about the man in his car?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man, yeah." He's like, well, my buddy wrote me the other day, and he said, "Hey, did you know the guy that does the podcast thing that you play golf with all the time?" And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh my god, you got to go listen to this thing." So he actually ordered gifts for, I think his I want to say stepdad. Anyway, so he ordered a couple of
cool.
each for some family members. So
Very cool.
and Matt, if you're listening, the reason I bring this up is he's like, "Hey, do you think you could get them signed for me?" And
Oh.
I'm like, well, it's probably better if you try to do it on your own because I don't know how our relationship. No, but I mean, I'm like, hey man, I'll ask. I'm sure he wouldn't mind to do that. So, but yeah, I mean, it was really cool that you know, somebody wrote back and shared some feedback. He probably left that 1-star review. Now that I think of it,
Mm.
not Matt, the counselor. Just
There you
keeping
go.
us grounded. Keeping us grounded.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of signed copies of things, I think you have one in that giveaway.
Oh, do we? God, I should have had that over here. It's well, actually, I don't need to. You can see it right up here.
Oh, I can see it now. I didn't even look up there. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. So Marianne Eaves, the first female master distiller out of Kentucky, or in Kentucky, I guess. Although not anymore. I looked the other day. She was in like Texas somewhere, and it was snowing. I don't know, something crazy was going on. But yeah, so she came on the show, I don't know, several months ago, and she was just getting. She made the cover of American Whiskey Magazine. And we put together a few, went and collected up some of those magazines as we could find them. And, I haven't bought a magazine in a really long time. I haven't flown, right? And most of the time, if I were to buy a magazine, I would have bought it in the airport.
Yeah.
One, out of convenience, just because I'm already in there and doing it and you're walking right by. It's that impulse buy or whatever.
Yeah.
But, it's hard to find a magazine. I mean, I'm kind of downtown-ish Atlanta, and it's like, I guess if you go to any grocery store, but
because you're looking for the physical copy. I mean, you can find them online, but you're looking for the physical one. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't need a virtual signature. I mean, I need I want the real signature. So anyway, so we sent these to Marianne. She was kind enough to sign them for us. And we really appreciate that. So someone will be getting a signed copy of American Whiskey Magazine by Marianne Eaves. I think that was we sent and we did get for a couple of folks. Hope this doesn't get us in trouble. But a couple
of the show.
Friends of the show, man. So the Urban Bourbonist and the Bourbon and Rye Club, and early when we got started, I mean, those guys were nice enough to come on and give us a chance and let me get drunk and let Dan stumble around with me. But I mean, sincere, and it was really a sincere gift. And I mean, she signed, to who they were, and was, considerate enough that we could share those with pals of the show, man. It ain't easy having pals.
I bet she put like a nice letter to you somewhere in her invisible ink somewhere, like, I can't believe I'm doing this. And
oh yeah, it's probably like, I would say it says something to the extent of, listen, asshole, don't ever ask me to do this on social media again.
No,
because when you post it, like, and everybody can see it, then it's like, well, I kind of have to say yes now because he's what do you call, he's blackmailing me.
Oh boy. No, that's awesome. That was a great thing she did for us there. Looks great behind the bar, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we got to get connected with hoops again, man, and figure out when that brandy's coming out.
Well, another great Christmas gift there. Give them. I'm not sure if they have gift cards, but if they have gift cards, you can do that if you're a little late to getting to the somebody's a gift or whatnot. But if not, just an IOU. I'm buying you some vermouth or brandy or Merlot from Howell Mountain.
You know what I would love? Now this is going to take you, it's going to hit you like way, 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 way right field. Mm-hmm. So, Stave and Thief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that was
from Moonshine University.
By the way,
Colin, the new co-host. I thought we were going to announce that next week.
It's January 1st.
Oh, January 1st. Okay. So, and I actually did it. So it's, I think I did the Bourbon Steward one. I know more about what I did than I do the actual name of the class, but sure. I did, let me make sure. Yeah, I did the Bourbon Steward. I think it was $60 and you get a cool, just, I don't know, do a little dance.
Yeah. He is going to find out what university
Dixie's
he attended. Uh-oh.
Dixie left her toy behind me. She suckered me into it. Yeah. So you get this little book. It's the Bourbon Whiskey Steward. So for those of you that can't see it, it's a little black. It is a paperback book, but it's got all these cool little things in here. Now, I'll be honest. If you're fairly mature in your whiskey journey, you're probably going to know almost everything in here, but it gets into the difference in, Irish whiskey, Scotch whiskey, bourbon, American whiskey, finishing versus flavored, etc. But I think this thing was like $50 or $60, and you get a little pin with it. I don't know what I'm going to do with the pin. I'm going to start a pin board. Have you ever heard of a pin board?
Is it cork?
Yeah. So so you have.
Well, I would just imagine it would be cork.
Do you?
I do not have one.
What's that? What's that other thing? Do you? Oh, do you also scrapbook?
Sure do. Sure do.
So, but yeah, so this Bourbon Steward Handbook from Stave and Thief by Moonshine University, it's a cool little thing. And, you get a little certificate. I'm still waiting on my certificate, by the way. I think I'm going to put it up beside Marianne back there. What do you think about that?
I think it's a good idea. I think it's a real good idea.
So do I.
It's passed.
Real good. Oh, wow.
It don't matter.
Hey,
That's never mattered before.
I just scratch that out.
That's never mattered before.
Hey, clearly that's a typo. There's supposed to be another zero behind that zero.
Colin.
There's supposed to be another zero behind that 10 typo. I bought the discounted version. Mine was on sale. It said if you'll take the typo, you get 10% off.
You got the Aunt Becky version. That's what you got.
Right. Exactly. No, but no shit. I mean, this would be a really cool. Like if you got somebody and they like bourbon, and it's an online test that you don't get test anxiety and I'll freak out. It's not proctored. But I mean, but you get a chance to go through, and it kind of shows your level of intelligence as far as it relates to whiskey. And I don't know, it's a cool little thing. I think Chris has his on his page that he's a bourbon steward. We need to put it on our page that I'm a bourbon steward and I don't know, you can make up whatever you are.
Well, let's wait for you. Make sure you passed, and then we can put it out.
So when it says 10, does that mean 1 out of 10? Is that like the scale is 1 to 10?
I think you actually got a 10.
Like 10 being the best?
No, I think you got a 10.
Well, we're going to talk to them about
all right, so we got to wrap a couple more things. So first off, if we don't mention him, he's going to get a little salty.
Oh boy! Oh, won't he? Yeah, look at this guy. Keep him with me all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we had a great time with the Salty Golfer in Myrtle Beach this year, and we're definitely looking forward to getting back out there. I'm waiting for this damn tournament that he's setting up, and we got to see if we can get a foursome together. I think we're man down. We may need somebody to join in on our foursome. But
Martha.
Oh, that's not bad.
Not bad.
Maybe Huntoon and Martha. Yeah, because Huntoon's a local guy. We may sucker him into to getting on there with us.
That'd be good.
No, but so another great dude.
I'm here to win my own tournament, Romeo.
Exactly. Give me another ball. But definitely a friend of the show. Check out the Salty Golfer on Instagram.
He's got really cool stuff on there, man.
And it's very unique. If you want to talk about bespoke, golf gear, equipment, clothing, whatever, it's awesome dude. He's always doing some new releases. I talked to him a week or so ago. He's got some new stuff coming out. So he just did a new logo. I don't think he'll be in for this giveaway, but I think when we do our next giveaway, he's going to donate some stuff to the show. But yeah, go check out the saltygolfer.com. Some very unique stuff. It's you're going to have to look at this guy's face, but it's a lot easier to look at it on this jug.
He's got the nice Christmas Santa thing out there, the salty Santa. Yeah.
Okay, so listen. So he and I were messaging the other day, and I'm like, dude, I love this image. So it's like him and like a tube and in the water drinking like a pina colada or whatever, because he can't drink. He looks like he ought to be able to drink the whole bottle. But
speaking of hot tub salty, it's a spa.
Exactly. It's as a matter of fact. So, but I ride him, and he's got like, he had this image up of him, and it was like his, like a little Santa hat and whatever. And I'm like, dude, why do you not have this shit of you up in this tube floating around with this virgin strawberry daiquiri? And he's like, I don't know if it's going to look right in the thing. And I'm like, put it on there.
It looks great. It looks great.
Yeah. So I will accept the responsibility for him having that expose on his Instagram page. But yeah, check out the Salty Golfer, man. Great dude. And by the way, like that dude is serious. When he says, hey, if you're in Myrtle Beach, look me up. I'll play around a golf with you. Like, no shit. Now, make sure if you're be honest about your handicap, because he's being honest about his. Dude, don't walk in there and being like, I'm a 7 when you're actually a 14, because he will take your money. So you need to be honest about that stuff. So
he is honest about playing with you. He is not honest that it is a charity. He's going to take your money.
Yeah. And he's not cheating you.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
he's good.
don't cheat yourself. You need to, and he'll give you the strokes. I don't know. There's this one guy about something on par threes or something. I don't know. Hey, that ship has sailed.
I got two more. First off, if you need apparel, where do you go, Cal?
Let's see. Well, I've got a lot of places to go. I mean, I'll tell you. Well, I got the hats on right now. You've got your
go there second. Go there second. Go to Cricket Shirts.
Well, you absolutely should go to Cricket Shirts. I was looking, they popped up on my Instagram page the other day, and Matthew McConaughey was wearing one.
Was he? That's cool.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he's an Austin guy. Come on.
I know. But they had the other one on
Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson is like, so McConaughey wasn't like doing it as a spokesperson thing. He just had it on.
Mm-hmm.
But Luke he's on their page. So,
by the way, I did see McConaughey talking today on his page. He said he's looking for people to read excerpts from his book, impersonating him on the ground.
All right.
We got this week. We got to have you do. We'll do it on here, and we'll upload it. Let you upload it, and then you can enter his little contest. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But no, the Cricket Shirts, but they're really cool guys out of Austin. Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time with Hobson on the show. This is not a negative. I mean, I love their shirts, but it's wintertime and they've got those vests and the jackets they have. I love those things. And even better, they just came out with pullovers. So, quarter zips. I don't have any yet because they just came out, but I got to get my hands on a pullover or two, man. I love those pullovers. Yeah, those things are awesome. Once again, I mean, this is bespoke. It's unique. I mean, you're going to see it out there, but I mean, it's like, hey, you want your golfer looking cool in your life. There you go. There. Oh, I know.
Yeah, they got the little posters,
and you get a little cocktail recipe, whiskey sour, and bourbon. Here's what I don't drink enough of, are Tom Collins's. I used to love those things. I knew a bartender once. I actually knew plenty of bartenders, but this one bartender in particular. She used to make a really good Tom Collins, and she'd kind of do some little fancy jazzy stuff with him. She was a nice lady. She's a cool gal. Let's see. So Cricket Shirts are awesome. Next one is, if you got a rock and roller and golfer in your lineup, Fury Golf all day long. We sport the hats on here often, and the shirts from time to time. But Fury Golf. I mean, it's cool. They got some great.
It's a rock and roll golf brand. Yep.
Yeah, Spotify. What do you? They got a great set. They got some great set lists out there.
Playlists.
Playlists. Yeah. Excuse me.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's really, really cool what they're doing. But looking for some new. I only saw a couple out there. We got to get.
So speaking of that, that's why I wanted you to go there last, because we're gonna pivot into some closing stuff here. But did you look at your 2020 Spotify playlist? Most
hold on,
bands and stuff.
Oh, look at this! Your top songs 2020.
Mm-hmm. Let me guess. Willie and the Boys. Willie live from Texas. Waylon live from Texas.
You're not far off. So you're actually not far. So my
Chris Stapleton.
So my number one song. So it's actually, see if you. It's a Bruce Springsteen original. But this is a remake.
Yeah. Chicken One.
Nope. That's the band.
Oh,
this one is "Hey Little Girl, Is Your Daddy Home?"
Is it? Okay, and who remade it?
Whitey Morgan and the 78s.
Really?
I'm on fire. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay. You know who else is a big hitter on here is Sturgill Simpson.
Oh, the Nirvana song.
Yeah. I thought that was a great one. Hey, but the Atlantic City by the band is right there. Waylon Jennings, Are You Sure Hank Done It This Way? Let's see. I got here's another band. Here's another Sturgill. Steve Earle.
Steve Earle.
I would love to get Steve Earle on the show and chat with him.
He's a great storyteller.
Taj Mahal made it. There's Waylon and Willie again. Not shocking. There's the band again. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. So, we'd talked about, were we going to talk about any shows that we were watching?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Any more bands stuff?
Well, I'm weaseling my way in there. I'm needling in there. Ryan Bingham.
Ryan Bingham. Oh, okay.
Which also is, I mean, what a great show that dude's playing. Ooh, Jamie Johnson. Got a lot of Black Crows on here. Got a lot of Black Keys. I'm kind of going in what I see is kind of the most stuff. Look at that. Holy shit. Now, just think about this being played on the golf course. Dwight Yoakam singing Purple Rain.
Oh, wow. I've never heard that.
I mean, how much better does it get than that, man?
I've never heard that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Got a little Hall & Oates on there. That's for the counselor. So, yeah. So, nice. I mean, definitely a theme and a genre going on there. So
nice. All right. Do you want to get into TV shows? Is that what you want to go next?
Well, so here's the first question. This is going to tell me, do we or don't we? So, and this is like pick one, A or B. Mm-hmm. A Christmas Story or Christmas Vacation?
Christmas Vacation for me.
Okay, so we can.
You can tell by the class.
So we can continue. Well, I didn't. I mean, somebody probably told you that was something. I didn't know if you really knew what it was or not.
I actually have the Griswold Blackhawks jersey.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to wear it on Monday.
Okay. I can do it.
You got to wear that on Monday. Let's see. Okay, so Bing or Sinatra? Crosby or Sinatra?
I got you. Yeah.
And I'm not talking about David Crosby. That's why I said Bing.
I'm more of a Sinatra guy myself, but I mean, I think it can go either way.
Yeah.
Bing for holiday, probably Bing, right?
I'm saying holiday.
Oh, holiday Bing holiday, but like overall, I think overall.
No, same split for me. Absolutely. Let's see. What was your favorite reindeer name?
I don't have a favorite reindeer name. I don't have one. Let's see. So stick with movies for a second. So I had them out here. Bad Santa or Scrooged?
Shit. Sorry, Bill. I got to go Bad Santa. I mean, like that. I mean, that is that. I mean, like that. It's that actually. You believe that really is who Billy Bob Thornton is.
Yeah.
I mean, Scrooge. I can see Bill's acting. Bad Santa. Like if you were hanging out with Billy Bob, you're like, fuck, you really are that guy.
Yeah. I got to watch that again this year. We were supposed to have on a Bad Santa today.
I know. What's never too late. I mean, hey, Monday's only a week away.
We could have him on a Monday. Yeah. Any other favorite Christmas movies?
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
I mean, yippee-ki-yay.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Die Hard? Oh, I did see a new Tom Hanks movie coming out that looks like it was going to be pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was like advertised. It's like in, I don't know, COVID-friendly theaters or something. I'm like, does COVID-friendly mean only show up if you have COVID, or does it mean like we've cleaned up for COVID? I don't know. It was weird. What I did like, I think Home Alone, wasn't that a Christmas movie?
For some people, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what you mean by that.
Some people think it's not a Christmas movie. I'm like, there's no way it's not a Christmas movie.
No, it's like when they're leaving to go visit people for Christmas.
Exactly.
I mean, how is it not a friggin' Christmas movie? Exactly. So, I mean, at the time, I mean, that's kind of in my era, of growing up. So like, I don't rewatch Home Alone. I rewatch Christmas Vacation, but just from memories, I mean, I can remember really liking Home Alone. When it came out, when I was a kid. So.
Elf's a good one.
Elf's a good. Oh, let me tell you, I do like Jim Carrey as the Grinch.
I gotta rewatch that.
I think that's a great movie, man. But just because, and it's like obviously he looks like the Grinch. He doesn't look anything like Jim Carrey. But now every time I see Jim Carrey, he looks like the Grinch.
It's a good point. I think that if you're going to recast, we probably could definitely do a Roadhouse at Christmas.
Hold on, isn't it a Christmas movie?
Isn't it a Christmas movie?
Didn't it come out in Christmas at Christmas time?
I don't know. I don't know when it came out.
Shit.
He did mention JCPenney's and Sears.
Exactly.
Definitely doing some shopping.
It's dated for sure. Let's see. I'm just trying to think if there's any other movies that I don't know. I mean, my favorite of all time, and you can't, like, it never gets friggin' old. It's Christmas Vacation. I mean, I can't. That one's like, you know, like the Christmas Story. It's fine. What's the Miracle on 34th Street or whatever the street? It's like, I mean, it's a good
It's a Wonderful
movie.
Life. Fine.
It's a good movie. Don't get me wrong, but it's just it's like I was at Reynolds Plantation one year, and what's the one? Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
That's the Wonderful Life.
Wonderful Life. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and that thing was on repeat, and we got so damn drunk. I mean, we played around at golf, and we got drunk as shit. And I don't know how long I was passed out for, 8 or 10 hours, maybe longer. I don't know. But I swear I heard that so many times. I cannot watch that movie again. I can't do it.
Oh man.
I can't do it. I have my fill of that one. But hey, that's why you shouldn't drink responsibly, kids.
I was listening to a John Hamm interview today. He was talking. He's got this new Ireland movie out. I haven't seen it or whatnot, but he did say in there they were asking about Top Gun because he's in the new Top Gun. He's like, "Oh yeah, it's coming out next summer." He goes, "Oh, you're gonna be pleased. You're gonna be pleased." I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait for this."
Really?
Yeah, I can't wait for next summer. Yeah, next summer we get Top Gun. And we get that new James Bond movie, which is also badass. Yeah.
Hold on. Don't move away from Christmas on me yet.
Well, I'm just thinking movies in general. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that'll be good.
But no, keep on. If you want something else, you can go there.
Well, I was going to go down music. Do you have any favorite Christmas songs?
I think it was Lightning Hopkins, "Merry Christmas, Baby."
Oh, God, that was good, man.
Yeah.
That was good. You know, my favorite is the Elvis Presley. No, not Blue Christmas. It's oh God, don't you hate that? Santa Claus is back in town.
Oh yeah, okay.
Santa Claus. Okay. That I think I didn't research. This is just off the cuff. Yeah. But I think that is my favorite Christmas song. It was until Dwight Yoakam covered it, and I'm like, damn it, Dwight.
That's my new favorite song.
That's my new favorite song. It's like, well, wait a minute, but that's your old favorite song. And I'm like, no, it's not. I mean, Dwight Yoakam, that dude is a rock and roller, man. And he is really like Christmas time. I mean, that dude is big into it.
I like the Lennon one. I like the Petty one. I like the Bruce one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like all those too. Yeah. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, I mean, you could build a Christmas song playlist and it be nothing but like solid rock and rollers and not.
Get on it, Fury.
Exactly. What's the hold up here? You know,
Ted.
I should be listening to this at the tournament at Heritage on Saturday.
Yeah, you should.
I would love to play Fury Golf's Christmas playlist.
Oh,
well, it's Christmas time, pretty baby.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it would be so good.
Happy Christmas all over again, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Didn't
see.
the Eagles do one? Didn't the Eagles do one too?
Yeah.
All good stuff, man. All good stuff. It's fun.
It's all great. Let's see. I mean, I've reviewed everything. I've drank half of this bottle of liquor. Might as well have one more little finish. So, are your Christmas shopping done, by the way?
Most of it. I did see Bubba's doing some giveaways on social.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. With Ping, I guess. So that's cool. Yeah.
I don't play any Ping clubs, but I mean, I'm not against them.
Yeah, no. I mean, that guy he's solid. I think he signed a lifetime deal with those guys.
Oh yeah, I mean
recently, like this year.
Oh really?
Yeah, did it for lifetime.
Maybe I did see something about that. He inked that. Yeah.
You see, Hovland last week was in the running again.
He looked good, man. I think he was a top 10 for sure.
Yeah, I think it was too. I think it might have been top 5.
Yeah, he could have been T3 with. I don't know what happened to Reed, man, but I was just like, and I don't mean it. I mean, a lot of people are against Reed. I don't mean this in a dick way. I'm not against him, but it's like, God, just rein that thing in, man. Rein it in a little bit.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do it. But he playing. I mean, every outside of off the tee box. I mean, that dude was playing out of his shoes and making putts. I saw Kez on there, man. That dude was. When we get him back on, we got to talk through his putting, his putt reading strategy.
Yeah, we talked to him. We talked to him about talking to him about it. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, exactly. We didn't get it. We got distracted with a bottle of whiskey, but we had a good time, nevertheless. So
what did he finish?
I'm still trying to find him.
Oh, okay.
It's like,
yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
We got Kerr and we got Kuchar. It's like they're totally avoiding this whole story.
Hovland was 3rd.
Okay, so he was T3 with Reed then, right?
With Reed, yeah. Yep.
There was a couple people. I mean, there were like 4 or 5 that were T3, right?
It was 2. It was Hovland and Reed, and then Fitzpatrick was 1st. Westwood was 2nd.
Yeah.
And Cantor was 5th. So I guess my closing out would be, we had a great chat with the local 3 last week. And you got me thinking of this because you're talking about Kez, and we went to that the wing place there in Atlanta,
Brew and Bird.
Yeah. So just that's another great idea for a gift guide, is just support some of your local restaurants for sure.
That is a great idea, man. And it's we're gonna go. I'm definitely gonna try to get a free drink out of them when I swing by. But the local 3 does this like a meal plan thing. So you drive in, you pick it up, and the other, I was talking with a friend of the show earlier today, I guess, and he was like, the local, the pickup stuff. It's like sometimes it doesn't really work out, and it doesn't taste like it does at the restaurant because you can't put the sauces and everything together and then you hand it over and it's like eat right away. I mean, you don't know what else are you doing before you get home?
Yeah.
What else are you doing? How long is your commute? You got a lot of factors in there. Local 3, like if you check them out, they're very conscious about what they're putting together.
Yeah.
And they're putting it together in a way that, hey, I can, when I get it, I'm going to bring it home and open it up and it's going to look like what it looks like at the restaurant. So it's not all these, you got to heat this up and do this and do that. And it doesn't really taste the same or looks the same. Everything is pretty user friendly as far as, how they're gonna how they distribute it to you and then how you get it home. So yeah,
absolutely.
Yep. So hey, support local and drink more craft whiskey.
That's the theme. So coming up the next couple of weeks, we got, like I said, local 3 is gonna be coming up. That Sagamore is gonna release, Jim Huntoon, Cricket Moonshine, Black Button Distilling. All these guys are all coming up. And
Martha, don't forget our favorite. Don't forget our. Well, actually,
Martha was in a different category because she's coming up on Wednesday. So she was already scheduled. She wasn't in the other list, but yeah, she's coming up Wednesday. Yep.
Yeah, Martha, I guess that means you're special.
She's next up. She's on deck. She's on deck.
You're special. Get ready. Get ready. It's coming.
But no, we got all those good fun shows coming up, and good times, man. Should be good times.
We did get we got a friendly wave from one of the I don't know if I can say names or not. I won't until I find out, but we did get we got hooked up with a fella that really got us set off in the spirit world. This is not a Young Guns reference, even though it should be. Chavez, but in the world of spirits, I'll frame it up like that. And we've got some great craft distilleries coming up. Not that we already haven't had. No, we have. We have. Yeah. But there's even more coming. And I think that the fact that we've had so much success with these guys and folks, and shows. I guess we're going to have some of the big labels coming up too, man. I think we've got some Heaven Hill folks coming on. Buffalo Trace has been trading some. They've been sending a couple things our way. So Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be a solid 2021. We got some great golf guests coming on. We definitely got to make it out to some more courses and share our love with some of the superintendents out there. And yeah, it's and I mean, there's a ton of Instagrammers out there, folks in the Instagram family that are playing golf and doing their own reviews. We're probably going to pull them on. So that's one thing we'd like is if there's things that you don't like, tell us. If there's things that you do like, tell us. And we can interpret from there, how do we move forward? But, if regardless of if the reviews are positive or negative, we would appreciate them. We really appreciate your support. Some lucky winner is going to walk away with a shitload of stuff. I mean, I haven't even done the math on it, but I feel like I'm going to have to send you like a W-9 when I send all this, all this swag to somebody. I mean, it's a really good haul. And, it's, we're going to continue to do things like this. So, by you liking and telling us what we're doing good and what we're doing bad, we can make it better, or we may make it worse. Who knows? And we're looking forward to finishing the year and coming into 2021 really strong with you guys. So
we got Martha on Wednesday this week dropping, and then on Friday we got Black Button, and then we'll be back live on Monday with some predictions for the end of the year or for next year. Yeah.
Hey, Dan, guess what?
Cheers.
Cheers.